This is why I write. I write for the kids who never had a chance to just lie in the grass and look up at the clouds. For the ones that hide on the inside when teachers ask for volunteers to read out loud. I write for the ones that never even looked up at the clouds without expecting to feel rain. I write for little girls that must double dutch near blood stains and don't know their father's names. I write to show the youth that there's far more important things for them to think and talk about besides the fake beef between Drake and Meek and when the new Jordans are coming out. I write to give a beautiful voice to the everyday beautiful things like birds flying south and leaves changing colors to get overlooked. I write for all the fiends out there that swear out they never get hooked. I write for all the nephews out there that know the pain of seeing their favorite uncle go from being one of the coolest people on earth to just a junkie always begging for change. I write for relatives that can't relate to one another, for little girls who were looking for love and found themselves teen mothers. I write for the circle of poverty that never ends in the PJs, for grown men that prey on young girls these days. I write for the beautiful artists, the talented poets, singers, and scholars whose talent warrants of athletes' dollars. I write because a man with a ball in his hand has never been a threat. That's why KD and LeBron can cash $1 million checks. I write for jail cells to get filled before the prisons are even built. I write for those who see prisons as businesses and ward and CEOs. Those who think let's build these prisons, fill these prisons, so many people they can hold. I write for parents that don't have good parenting skills, like the ones that buy outfits rather than paying bills. I write because God's thoughts into my mind in the form of rhyme, and my mind's rhyme take to the confines of some grimy urban places. Some are never been seen by their faces, and when I address the fact that so many black teens never seen their father's faces, they label me racist, so I write. I write to share my love affair words with the children because God is on my tongue and the world is in need of healing. I write because the children didn't understand the depths behind the deaths of Big and Pac. I write because there's no more room at all for rest in peace Madmans and Mookies on my block. I write for all the mothers that had their children killed by guns. I write for all the I love yous the fathers never said to their sons. So I write.